Hey guys, it's Eric. In today's video, I wanted to break down what race is the best race for Alliance Warlocks. This is going to be a two-part series to separate Horde and Alliance, so Horde, stay tuned for that. Now, the general understanding is that Gnomes are the best race for Warlocks on Alliance, so let's talk about it. Gnomes have four racials that make them excellent in PvP and PvE. Expansive Mind, Arcane Resistance, Escape Artist, and Engineering Specialization. Arcane Resistance is a very underestimated racial for PvP, as it'll give you plus 10 to your Arcane Resistance, which is always solid against mages who can counterspell and sheep. Escape Artist gives you the ability to escape out of any immobilization or movement speed effects, which is great against hunters, mages, druids, warriors, shamans, and rogues, and allows you to create or close distance against your opponent. Engineering Specialization is a passive racial that makes it easier to level your engineering, which is the best profession for Warlocks. Here's how the racial works. For a new Gnome character, you will start at 16 engineering and cap at 90 for apprentice. For Journeyman, it increases your cap from 90 to 165. For Expert, it increases your cap from 165 to 240. And for Artisan, it will increase your cap from 240 to 315. This means you'll be able to craft certain schematics earlier, and some schematics will stay orange 15 levels longer, making it cheaper and easier to level engineering as a Gnome. Also, the Mechanical Dragon's level is equal to your total engineering skill, so a Gnome can make a level 63 dragon, while a human would produce a level 60 dragon. The final racial is Expansive Mind, and is one of the main reasons why Gnomes are considered the best race for Warlocks in Alliance, as it increases your intelligence by 5%, which in turn affects your spell crit. When we look at Gnomes in pre-raid BIS, we see that Gnomes have 4,453 mana and 5.51 spell crit, and humans have 4,153 mana and 5.37 spell crit. This makes a total difference of 300 mana and 0.14 spell crit. When comparing Spirit, humans have a slight edge of having 1.25 Spirit over the Gnome, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to rating, as you no longer prioritize it. Now, when we compare in-game gear, we see that Gnomes have 5,668 mana and 14.79 spell crit, while humans have 5,308 mana and 14.64 spell crit, making a total difference of 360 mana and 0.15 spell crit. To put this in perspective, a rank 9 Shadow Bolt costs 370 mana, so theoretically, Expansive Mind gives you an additional 1 to 2 attacks, but there are many variables to this and I have not tested it myself. Now, it's important to note the total spell crit might be inaccurate due to miscalculations of the program used, as it may not be accounting for the Gnome racial scaling with gear. Now that we've established why Gnomes are considered better than humans, let's briefly talk about humans and their Warlock related racials. Humans have 4 racials that benefit Warlocks. Diplomacy, which will increase the reputation you gain by 10%. This is a great racial for the more casual Warlock player, as it makes rep grinding go a lot faster. Sword Specialization increases your skill with swords by plus 5, which could be great with Firestone, but ultimately Firestone DPS is untested and probably not worth it. Perception, which will increase your stealth detection for 20 seconds, a good skill for PvP, but is very situational and often goes unused. And the last racial is the Human Spirit, which will give you a 5% increased spirit, which its only benefit would be cancelling out the effects of Demonic Embrace. Now, when we look at the overall DPS from private servers of Warlocks who cleared Naxxramas, we see that a single Gnome has slightly edged out a number of humans. Overall, the top 12 Warlocks on this spreadsheet are Alliance, and majority being human, with number 13 being an Orc. This is because Alliance have Paladins with Blessing and Salvation, meaning Alliance Warlocks will have a better time doing raids. In conclusion, if you're a PvE focused player and you want to roll Alliance, play either a human or a Gnome, as there's only a slight DPS difference when comparing two players of equal skill. But understand, hardcore raiding guilds will only accept Gnome Warlocks. Also, if you want to do both PvE and PvP, I suggest rolling a Gnome, as they are much stronger with Escape Artist and Arcane Resistance, and have a hidden ability of having a smaller visual extent, which allows them to hide behind objects easier, which can always be an advantage in the battlefield. Play a human if you find them better to look at visually, but know you'll be handicapping yourself when it comes to PvP. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like the video, subscribe if you want more related content, comment down below what you thought about it, and also be sure to join the Warlock Classic Discord for more guides and resources. Thanks for watching.
Uncle, you better come look at this.
What?
There's a white man standing in the street.
I seen one.
Not like this.
Dial 911. Tell the police to get up here quick. Somebody's about to get killed.